Hey, good afternoon. This is the last and final video in our calorie video series. So let's just kind of do a recap. So far we have learned how to calculate our daily calories. We've learned what to do with those daily calories. We've learned a little bit about the macronutrients, the proteins, the carbs, the fats. We've learned how to actually use the macronutrients as opposed to calories. For some people that will be easier. So for our last and final video on calories, this is going to get a little more detailed, maybe a little more high level, and for those of you who want to do this is great. If not, you can still stick to just the 3-9 12 3 6 9 plan that we've put out, just eating every 3 hours. But I have mentioned before that there are going to be some meals that you don't have all of the macronutrients in every meal. We already know that the 9 p.m., the last meal of the day, is going to be strictly protein and fat. So here's the next part. This is pretty crucial, and if you do this over time, this will kind of become second nature on how to figure these out. But so an example, I'm going to do my workout today, let's say at 1:30. So I have my 12 p.m. meal and my 3 p.m. meal before and after that. Well, those are actually going to be my pre and post workout meals. The important thing here is that you don't ever want to consume fat before or after a workout. Before you work out or your pre-workout, it needs to be protein and complex carbs. Your post-workout needs to always be protein and simple sugars or simple carbs, which we've learned simple sugars are going to be fruits. Some people like to eat some candy just to get that simple sugar in them fast, but you have about a 30-minute window to get in those simple sugars right after a workout, and that's going to be key in muscle repair and muscle recovery and muscle growth in the long run. So what happens here? And just keep in mind, I have already done these calculations for us. So what we're going to do here is, guess what? We're going to have to remove the fat from this meal, and we're going to have to remove the fat from this meal. So we just lost 26 grams of fat. So what does that mean? We still have to get in our daily 78 grams of fat per meal. That's our daily calorie. Now we're not going to say, oh cool, that's less calories I'm going to take in, more fat I'm going to lose. Not true. We still want to have those fat grams and those fat calories in our diet. So what we're going to do, as opposed to, if you remember yesterday, our daily fat intake was 78 grams, and we were eating it for all 6 meals, so we came up with 13 grams of fat per meal. Well, we just lost 2 of our meals because those meals are actually going to be considered pre and post workout meals. So we're going to add the fat back into our daily meals, but now we're only going to be eating fat for 4 meals. So that's going to come out to be roughly 19 grams of fat. So, as you can see, we're now going to have protein, carbs, and fat for our morning, protein, carbs, and fat for our mid-morning. We are not going to have fat for our pre-workout or our post-workout. And then we'll get back to having fats for our dinner meal and our last meal of the night. Well, that's it. I appreciate everyone who has watched the first series on calories, what to do with them, the way you can play and manipulate with them. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And next week we will start a new series. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend.